Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the next episode of the Archmage Show. Yes, indeed. A very important message that I know a lot of individuals need to hear, a lot of boys that may think they are men need to hear. It's a message that I myself need to hear. Is why are you a loser, bro? And what do you do to change that? How do you become somebody who isn't a loser? How do you become somebody that actually wins and actually is successful and actually is what they want to be, as opposed to being the individual that isn't who they want, doesn't have what they want to have, can't live the life that they want to live, and is just among the undesirables? Because that's not what God intended for you. To be somebody that is less than, to be lackluster and without purpose, to be a slapshod individual who can't uphold anything of actual value. That's not what we want for you. That's not what I want for myself. And the thing is, I'm speaking on this because that is the place I came from. That is the place I am coming from, is being an individual who did nothing but serve self. I was just selfish. I had these desires for things, for stuff. And in my striving to fulfill those desires in order to satiate the void within me, I destroyed myself. I tore myself down. I hurt myself, and I hurt the people around me. So it starts with acceptance of what we are, what we have done, where we have been, where we have come from, and acknowledging the fact that what and who we are right now is not where we want to be and is not good. We must become something different. We must become something more. And you can only get to that next level or start taking steps up that stairway to the next level when you accept that where you are, the level that you are at, is not enough. It's not good enough. I recognized that I was not good enough. I thought I was okay. I thought I was doing well. But I wasn't, bro. I wasn't. I was not doing good. I was not doing good for myself. I was not doing well for myself. I was not doing well for my family. I was not doing well in my service to God. And that caused a lot of pain. And looking at the individual that I have been, I am able to acknowledge that I was just a loser. No good for nobody, including myself. So what do? How do you change who you are? How do you change your ways, man? It starts with keeping your word. You have to actually do the things that you are telling yourself you are going to do, that you are telling other people that you are going to do. If you say, this is what I'm going to do, you have to do it, no questions asked. Make a routine for yourself. There doesn't have to be many things, but a few things each day that you say you're going to do, and you have to stick with them. You have to do them every day. And when you do not fulfill them, when you do not check off that list, you will feel it. You will understand what it's like to be less. Because all your life you've been saying you're going to do these things and you've never followed through. And I know what that feeling is like, and it's not a good feeling. So let's minimize it. Not something grand and spectacular that we're going to achieve or do, but today and tomorrow. What are you going to do? Write out your routine, write out your schedule, have the fundamentals. These are the things that I'm going to do no matter what is happening in my life. I will not allow myself to fail in completing these particular things. And in doing that, today, tomorrow, this week, next month, over and over, and continuing to do that for eternity, that's the objective, right? Is to never resort back to the individual that we were, but to always and continually be increasing into a greater version of ourselves. But as you start to complete these tasks and keep to your word, you will start to have more faith in yourself. Your confidence in yourself will start to grow. Your appreciation of self will begin to grow. The worth that you see in yourself will expand. And in doing these things, which are things that you know you need to do in order to become better, if you do them for a long enough period of time, you will become better. So you keep your word, which is fulfilling the promise you've made to yourself. In fulfilling the promise that you've made to yourself, you begin to feel better about yourself because you are actually doing what you are saying. And in doing what you are saying you are going to do, which are the things that you know you need to do, not just random stuff, but the important things that need to be done, and actually accomplishing those, after an extended period of time, you will begin to see results, and you will recognize that you are no longer the individual that was such a loser. You may still be not where you want to be, and that's okay. But you're on the path. You're in the journey to the journey of becoming. You are in the journey, the endeavor of becoming. And that's what is important. It's okay to suck, to not be good, to be trash, to be a loser. That's all right. We've all been there. But once it's pointed out to you and you are aware, it's unacceptable to allow that to remain as what your life is. If you're aware that you suck and you just accept it, that means you're settling for a very poor version of the you that you could be. It's not the you that you could be, that's the point. It's the you that is a very small percentage of what you could be, and you're allowing yourself to settle and accept that version of you. Then only you are to blame for not experiencing and not living the life that you actually want. There's nobody to blame. There's nobody to blame but yourself. Because you saw everybody else putting in the work, doing the things that they know they needed to do, and you decided it's too hard, it's too uncomfortable. I like sleeping in. I like sitting on the couch and watching Netflix. I like eating this candy, this bag of Doritos. That's more important to you than going to the gym and creating a body that is actually capable of withstanding stress and enduring pressure. You would rather sleep. You would rather sleep for 10 hours a day or 12 hours a day every day than get up and actually chase your dreams. So you tell yourself that you want to be, want to do, want to have these things, but you don't take any measures. You take no affirmative action in the direction towards becoming this individual that has and does and experiences these things. So no reason, of course, it makes total sense why you don't have these things, because you don't do anything, right? You're a loser. That's what a loser is. And like I said, it's okay to be there, but understand you are the only one that can do anything about your situation. You are the only one that can do anything about your life circumstance. And it's not the circumstance that makes you. But if you allow the circumstance to prevent you from taking action, then you give the circumstance power over yourself. You allow your environment to control you. You allow yourself to be enslaved by your circumstances. You chain yourself. It's in your mind. It's your decision. It's your thoughts that create the reality around you. And when you choose to accept a reality that is not your ideal, it is not what you would wish for yourself, then it is your own self that is letting that version of you down, and letting that version of you that you would like to have not be. You're letting it go. You're choosing something less. You're choosing the version that you are now, which is a version that you have consented to yourself in your mind is not what you would like. And in doing nothing, that makes you a loser. So stop doing that. And listen, man, I know it hurts. I know we've all got our stuff, man. We've all got our shit. It's nice to it's easier to, choose to neglect the responsibility of the world. It's easier to choose to disengage from this society. It's easier to choose to roll over, throw the blanket back over your head, and sleep for another hour or 5. Yes, that's easier, but what does that ease make out of the individual that you are? It makes a soft and weak boy. That's the truth of it. That's what a lot of you are. That's what a lot of us are, us so-called men. Just boys in grown bodies. I'm calling all of y'all out. I'm calling all of y'all out, just as I'm calling myself out, because I've been that individual. I was that individual. I still have tendencies that are that individual, the loser aspect of me. That's what I'm trying to kill, bro. I'm trying to draw all these lower frequency tendencies and habits, all these excuses, these negative thoughts that only prevent me from actually moving forward in life. You have to actively weed that shit out of you, bro. You find yourself slipping, you find yourself making concessions, allowing these negative behaviors. You have to be like, you gotta rip yourself out of that place. Like, nah, homie, we told ourselves we weren't going to do this anymore. We weren't going to be this way anymore. You have to die to the old version of yourself in order to step into the greater version that you are intended to become. And don't ever believe that you are not intended to become a better version, a better person. Because you are. You have to. You have to become better. If you're not becoming better, you are only dying. You're just taking up space. You're just surviving. Most of y'all, most of the people in this world are just getting by. They're not actually living. They are alive, but they're dead inside. Because they hate themselves, because they gave up on actually chasing what they wanted, who they wanted to be, what they wanted to do, the impact on the world that they wanted to have. They chose something else that was not significant and allowed that to control their life. They allowed these small things, these small pleasures, these small comforts. They chose those things over the grandness, the greatness, the expansiveness of the full expression of their human soul. And I know for one, I am not willing to accept the individual that I am today. I am today a loser. I suck today. Right now, I suck, bro. I suck. I need to get my ass in gear. I need to get my going, bro. Because time is going to run out, and it's going to run out quick. So what are you doing? Get rid of all this noise, man. All this noise has to go. All these distractions. We can no longer allow ourselves to participate in the things that are not bringing us closer to the goal, to the vision, to the fulfillment of the mission that our higher power has instilled within our mind. What it is that we see as what we are intended to do, we must actively pursue that. And if we are not, in each moment of our life, in each second of our consciousness, in each breath that we take, if we are not actively pursuing our excellence, then you are failing yourself. And in failing yourself, you are failing your Creator. And in failing your Creator, you're failing this world and the people around you and the people that you love. So yes, you need to do better. You need to do better. I need to do better. We need to do better. You see your homie acting a fool, call him out, bro. I've been acting a fool for like my whole life. Just concerned about things that didn't matter. And now I'm trying to, I know I can't wipe it clean, but I'm trying to change the needle on the dial. You know, we gotta work hard to get back over the crest to the other side. Get back into doing what actually matters, being something that actually matters. Because I have to matter, not just be matter. I have to be something that matters, and I can only accomplish that by recognizing where I suck, recognizing my shortcomings, and doing everything I can in my power to change those aspects of myself and learn from other individuals, the world around me, from history. Learn more so I'm able to implement myself at a higher degree. So I am able to bring more value to myself. So I'm able to serve myself to a higher degree. And in serving myself to a higher degree, I then become capable of serving others to a higher degree. And if the intention is only to serve self with whatever it is that I desire, those desires are mostly foolish and self-centered. So the intention must be to serve the world, serve others. That is what my God, my Creator, desires of me, is to serve others. And in order to serve others, in a way that is effective and to a degree that is proficient, I must serve myself well. And in order to serve myself well, I must recognize that I am a loser, stop being a loser, and to stop being a loser, I have to call myself out, recognize where I am failing, and stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit, bro. It ain't cool. It ain't funny. You're only dying. You're only wasting time. What is it that you want to achieve? Are you gonna allow all these other things to distract you from reaching that dream? Because I know most people, death comes around and they wish they could have lived it a different way. I don't want to be one of those people. And I will not be one of those people, because motherfucker, we gonna get this shit. Yeah. Alright. Archmage signing off. That's the clip for the day, bro. Bye bye.